Everyone, welcome to today's session.
Hello.
And my name is Alev, as you already know, because you've been to my sessions before. I'd first of all like to start by acknowledging the traditional custodian, Darug owners of this land in which we work, live and study. Today's session is about how to change a nappy. Has anyone ever changed a nappy before?
No, never.
Okay, so it's a little bit different because the objective is to change a child's nappy as per service policy and procedure. So there's steps that you need to follow when doing so.
Okay.
I'll do the first demonstration to guide you. Before we begin, just want to do a safety briefing and let you know the emergency evacuation door number 1 is behind me. Open the door and turn right and follow the path to the evacuation point. Emergency evacuation door number 2 is behind you. Open the door, follow the path to the left to the emergency evacuation point. Other than that, I've done a sweep of the room to ensure there's no flammable hazards that will cause a fire or any cables of any kind that will cause a trip hazard. Is there anything that you notice you want to
No.
Okay, great. So if you're ready, let's start. So the first thing that we need to do is set up our nappy change station. So we obviously need a few things to do that. So the first thing we'll need is a nappy change pad to place the child on, to ensure that they're comfortable and they're not going on a hard or cold surface. Yes?
Does every nappy change pad look like that?
No. Every service has a different type of nappy change pad. So this is just the ones that we have here as an example to teach you with. Okay. So the next thing you need is some gloves as PPE, some wet wipes to clean the child's bottom, some nappy bags to fill the dirty nappies up into. You need some nappies as well for the child. Obviously make sure the nappies are child size appropriate, and you need some paper towels and you need a bottle of sanitizer. So just a note with the sanitizers, they always need to be stored in a locked cupboard, either above you, next to you, or under you. There has to be a key of some sort or a magnet to unlock the door. No cleaning products, child medication or any child's creams for their bottom can be exposed and left out on the counter. They always have to be in a locked cupboard.
Yes.
When you use it, you unlock the cupboard, you use it and put it straight back and lock the door again.
Okay.
To prevent children from consuming them and causing them harm.
Okay.
Okay, so before we begin, we need to wash our hands. So you come to the sink that's present at your nappy change station at your service, because there will be one right next to you. You wash your hands and you get a paper towel and you dry them off.
Okay.
Then you go and you find a child. So every day at a service, 4 times a day, there'll be a nappy change round. 1 in the morning, 1 just before lunch, 1 after lunch, and then 1 in the late afternoon before the children go home. So during those periods is when the main nappy change times occur. In between those periods, sometimes children may soil themselves or urinate, and their nappy might be very full and might leak as well.
Yes. What is soil themselves?
When they do a bowel movement. So that's another word that you can use as sort of for that. Usually it's referred to as BM on the apps when you're noting them on the service applications.
Okay.
So you can do a change in between if needed. Okay? So let's go find a child. Now remember, when you're entering the classroom and you're going to be receiving a child to change their nappy, that you talk to them and notify them that you're going to be changing their nappy out of respect to the child. So here's little Molly here. Hi Molly, come let's change your nappy. So I've notified Molly that she's going to have a nappy change. Poof, that's a stinky one. Okay, so she's soiled herself. So what I do is place Molly down onto the clean change station. What's my next step? PPE. I've washed my hands, so now I'm putting on gloves as per service policy procedure that requires me to do so. Okay, so then next step is I remove the child's nappy. Oh, and I forgot to mention that you also need a rubbish bin, obviously, to dispose of the dirty items that you'll be using. So first you need to remove the child's pants. So Molly's wearing pants. I'm just going to remove them, put them to the side in a clean area. So before I start to change a soiled nappy, I like to get the nappy change bag ready. This is optional. This to me just makes everything a lot more smoother. Ensure you're putting it far away from the child's reach. Get it to be open and ready. So once I start removing the child's nappy, I take the tabs off. Now, because she's soiled, I want to make sure that I keep the nappy underneath her bottom so the soiled areas don't smear onto the nappy change station, because then I'll have more to clean up, and the child obviously needs to be supervised at all times, and my main focus is changing the child's nappy, not cleaning the station. At all times, ensure your hand is on the child if you're reaching for something. So this is why it's important that you've got everything around you, so you don't have to reach for anything, or you're not calling out to someone to get something. And sometimes there's no one around in the change station, you're the only one there. So if you don't have wet wipes and there's a soiled child, you're going to have problems, and it's going to be very difficult. You're going to have to stop, put the nappy back on the child, and remove the child and get wet wipes.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. All right. So my nappy bag is ready. I've removed the nappy, left it under Molly's bottom. Now I'm just going to hold her legs up. Before I start wiping anything, I like to take about 3 to 4 pieces of wet wipes, so I don't continuously touch the wet wipe packet and contaminate in case I get any bowel movement on my fingers. All right. So I proceed to wiping Molly's bottom. Very important tip. It's best to wipe front to back when you're cleaning up children's bottoms to prevent infections, especially in female children. So you start from the front, wipe to the back, and then I load my napkins up into the nappy bag, and again.
Isn't it better that any excess actually goes down into the nappy instead of...
That's right. So you're supposed to get it down onto the nappy.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to get it onto the child's areas to prevent infection as well. So if it's going to fall, it falls onto the nappy that I haven't removed from the child's bottom. Okay? So I've now wiped the child's bottom clean. She's not soiled anymore. I'll put her legs down, wrap up her nappy, put it into the nappy bag, tie it up, pop it into the rubbish bin. Now, because my gloves have been contaminated, I like to change them. And so, yes.
Do you have to report if she had like a different type of bowel movement?
Yes, you do. So if children have diarrhea, that's an indication that the child may be feeling sick. The child may be experiencing gastro, or they could be experiencing any illness that could be contagious to other children. So usually when a child has 3 diarrhea bowel movements, you need to call the parents to let them know that they've been experiencing those type of bowel movements, and they may be sick and contagious to other children, and they need to get and be picked up and taken home. And they need to go to see the doctor and get a medical clearance before being able to come back. So it's a very good question, Anna. Well done. Alright, so I've replaced my gloves, my hands are clean, Molly's clean, but she's getting a bit cold now, so I've got to pop a nappy back on her. Okay?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
So I get a clean nappy, make sure the tabs are facing the bottom of the child, under the child, and then place the nappy back onto the child. Put the tabs back on, ensure that the nappy is not too high and it's not too tight, it's going to suffocate the child.
Okay.
Stick your fingers in there at the top of it, above her belly, just to make sure it's got some give.
Or is there any specific room, like is it 4 fingers or 3
No,
fingers?
as long as your fingers can slide through there and it's comfortable and it's not too tight, suffocating the child's stomach area, that's fine.
Okay.
And then obviously double check the sides, make sure you fluff the areas out as well. If
So
it
it's a
doesn't
bit
look,
more comfortable?
yes, and fluffing them out also prevents leakage
Okay.
from excess urine or any loose bowel movements.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm putting the clothes back on Molly. Alright Molly, you're all done now. So I take Molly back to her classroom so she continues to play with her friends. I'm not finished yet because I've got to come and clean up my station now. So what do I need? Sanitizer. Where is the sanitizer? In the locked cupboard. So I unlock the cupboard with the key, remove the sanitizer, shut the door, spray my area, put the sanitizer back. Yes, Alan.
Does somebody else take care of Molly while you're doing all this? Or
Of course, there's another teacher in the room, you know, attending to the children, another teacher or two. So I'll put the sanitizer back in the locked cupboard, shut the door. So that's locked away, no one can get access to it, especially not the children.
Okay.
So I wipe the area, dispose of the used paper towel, remove my gloves, put them in the bin. Yes?
What's the ratio of teachers to children that you can start with nappy change?
What do you mean?
Isn't there a ratio of teachers to...
Yeah, so for babies there has to be one teacher to 4 children. For toddlers, 1 teacher to 5 children. And for preschool, it's 1 teacher to 10 children. So if there's 8 babies in the room, there has to be 3 teachers present, 2 in the room with the children, and 1 changing the nappy. Okay? So I've done now, removed my gloves, I've cleaned my station, I'm just going to wash my hands now. And I'm going to dry my hands, and then I move on to the next child if there's any more, or if that was the only one. That's it. So does that sound easy?
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Okay, so do you want to have a turn?
Sure.
Let's do it together. Alright, come on Alan, you can go first.
Okay, so I go wash my hands.
Yeah, so I'll instruct you. So please wash your hands.
I pick up Molly. Hey Molly, how you doing? How's your day been?
Yep, so let Molly know that.
It's time for changing your nappy.
Yep, and letting Molly know. So obviously Molly's wearing clothes over her nappy.
Yeah, so we take off her clothes, put it to the side.
But you forgot something. Where's your PPE?
Oh. Keep my hand on her at all times. Grab some PPE.
That's okay, if you're not reaching for anything, so long as you're right there and you're supervising the child, you don't need to keep your hand on her. But if you're reaching for things, you do need to keep your hand on the child.
Okay.
For example, unlocking the cupboard.
Okay. Molly, you having fun with Ralphie? Okay, so we take off her pants,
Yep.
put it to the side.
Yep. So remember,
And
does she have a soiled nappy or a urine nappy?
It's just a 4-hour change.
Okay, so she's got a bit of wee?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you want to get a nappy bag ready?
So grab the nappy bags, get it ready.
Yeah, so open it up.
Get it ready, put it to the side, keep her hand on her. Grab 3 wet wipes just to get everything ready. Go halfway down. Grab a wet wipe. Down top to bottom, so everything
Front to back. Yeah.
front to back. Put it inside the nappy,
Mhm.
pack it up.
Yep.
Grab another one, wipe one more time,
Mhm. Front to back.
front to back. Put it inside. Close the bag. If everything's clean. If it's still dirty, clean up the rest of the excess. Pack the bag.
So
Put it in the bin.
Yep. So what's next, Alan? So you've cleaned the child's bottom. You remove the nappy. You put it in the bin. What's next?
Take off the dirty gloves.
So remember, if your gloves haven't been contaminated, if there's no bowel movement and there's a bit of urine, high chances that your gloves will already stay clean. So, but it's good to change them again.
Keep all eyes on the baby, on the child,
Yep, make sure you're supervising, that's right.
at all times. Grab a new nappy.
So remember, Alan, the sticky tabs go on the bottom of the child.
Yes. Put the sticky tapes underneath. Lift the legs up. Make sure it's not uncomfortable.
And you're not hurting the child's neck or back.
Yep. Open up the sticky tape.
So it's probably better you flap the nappy over before you open the sticky tabs, because sometimes what can happen is the sticky tabs can get stuck and lose its
grip.
Yes. So
Make sure it's comfortable.
that's right.
Make sure you got 4 fingers going inside for a bit of room.
Mhm.
Put the pants back on.
Mhm.
The child. Let's go play.
So you can take Molly back to the classroom with the other teachers and her friends.
Yep.
Okay. So now you've got to
Now
clean
that's
up.
finished. Grab from the cupboard. Grab the sanitizing spray. Spray everything. Grab paper towel. Clean everything up. Put it in
You
the
mean the
rubbish
nappy
bin.
change station?
Take off your gloves. And then you go play.
You forgot something.
Wash my hands.
You forgot 2 things. You need to put the sanitizer back in the
Oh
cupboard
yes, true.
because you don't want a child to come and
Put the
access.
sanitizer back in the
consume it.
cupboard
And you need to also wash your hands.
and wash my hands.
Perfect. Well done. Well done.
Ready to see perfection?
All right, Ahmad, do you want to have a turn? Okay, so
We come to the nappy section. We
Yes.
check before picking up the baby that everything's clear, our arms reach away better. Then we go wash our hands. See that? Wash our hands. Then we go to the baby. Hey Joshua, how are you? It looks like you leaked yourself a little leak.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go change your nappy, Joshy. So we have to put PPE, gloves.
yep. So if you think Josh has leaked himself and you can see it through his clothes, what do you think you should also do when you're receiving the child? Do you think you need to change his clothes?
Yeah,
Okay, so you probably need to get his bag from his locker as well for a change of bottoms.
So you need to carry him to the locker and grab the bag and come back.
Not necessarily.
You
You
can't
can
leave him.
just leave Joshua with his friends for a moment. Get his bag.
I'll be back soon.
Go get his bag.
Go grab his bag.
Mhm.
Bring it back.
Yep.
Over here. Then Joshua, ready again? Get Joshua. You ready for a nappy change? Yeah? Okay. These gloves are a bit hard to put on.
I think they're a size small. There's usually women educators. That's why.
You don't have many men? Like
Not
big
usually.
like him?
Ready, Joshua?
Not usually. Okay, so you need to remove the child's pants.
Ooh.
You forgot to do that.
Pants. We'll put them over here
So
for the wash.
an extra suggestion. You can use a nappy bag to put the child's dirty clothes in there and write the child's name on the bag so that you can keep them away and clear so they're not contaminated with clean clothes. So you,
Always
in
eyes
this
on
case,
Joshua.
that's right, in this case, for the bag with the dirty clothes, you write the child's name on it, leave it in a box
Box?
in the bathroom, and when the parents arrive, you notify them that they've got a change of clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over here for
Yeah,
Joshua.
that's fine.
Now, ready? Ooh.
Smelly.
Want to pee, Joshua? Pull the nappy down. Get the other nappy bags. Open them up. You want to feel, Joshua? Yeah. Put it on the side here. Take one of these. Front to back.
Yeah.
Front to back. Front to back. Roll that up.
Yeah.
Slide it under. Yeah. In here. Get another one. Just wipe around. Get all the nappy sweats away. finished.
You don't want a nappy rash.
Definitely not. If the child does have a nappy rash though, what you'll need to do is make sure they have nappy cream present at the centre with their name labelled onto it, because we don't just use anyone's nappy creams for
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
Do the parents bring in the nappy cream?
Yes. So, and then you can apply it as needed and then notify on the application that you applied cream.
What if the parents didn't bring it?
So if the parents didn't bring it, you'll need to call them and notify them that they need to arrange that.
Why is it specific?
Because not every child uses the same cream. Some children have sensitivity.
Mhm.
Some children's skin doesn't respond well to certain creams. So that's why it's very important that the nappy creams are labelled.
I forgot to put PPE.
Exactly right. So remember, Josh doesn't have a new pair of pants because you haven't taken any out of his bag. So
Yeah.
once you put the nappy back on him,
Yeah.
take a new set of pants out of his backpack and put them on him. Then take Josh back to the room.
Right.
Then take his bag back as well,
Yeah.
and then clean up the area.
Put that nappy on.
Yeah.
Oh. Your legs are trying to run away, Joshy.
Play with him a little bit.
Nappy.
That's a good suggestion, Alan. Well done.
Get the nappy.
Yeah, make sure it's not too tight. Fluff out the legs. Okay, so get a new pair of pants from his backpack now.
Unzip. Get the pants. Put the pants on. You can go play with Lola now, Joshy.
Okay, so yeah, perfect. So you can just pass the backpack back to the other educators to put back in his
You
locker.
can give it back, Olive.
Okay, now you can proceed to the cleanup of the change station.
Well, do you take off the gloves before you clean or after you clean?
Well, if they've been contaminated, yes.
Yeah.
If they haven't been, you can just proceed with them on.
Okay.
So you get the sanitizer from the locked cupboard,
Unlock it. Grab it.
spray,
Spray it a little bit. Put it back.
Straight
lock
back.
it.
yeah. So always with medication, spray bottles, as soon as you use it, you put it back straight away.
Go wash my hands. Then I can wipe my nose because it's itchy.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's all done. Well done, Ahmad. So, was it what you expected?
Yeah.
So did you think that there was any points that you didn't know that was new to you?
It's pretty common sense.
Pretty common sense. What about you, Alan?
Yeah, it's just it's a lot of changing of gloves and rinse and repeat, I guess.
Yeah. And especially the chemical products or products in general,
Must
that's
be
a
a
big
lot.
one, as well as obviously supervising the child or having your hand on the child is the most important ones as well, because you don't want the child to roll off, you don't want any children to consume any of the chemical products, and also you're supposed to be protecting yourself as well regarding the PPE. But at home, yeah.
So during work, like, would you have one specific person doing like nappy change during the day, or do you like switch shifts?
Not
or-
usually. Everyone usually has a turn. Say there's 3 to 4 educators in one room, which there usually would be or should be. Everyone would have a turn each. So say it was 3 of us in the baby's room and we had 8 children.
Mhm.
So 1 to 4 ratio. So 2 of you would cover the 8 children and I'd be the spare educator that's helping out
Mhm.
and present with you. So I would do the morning one, you would do the afternoon one, for the lunchtime one, you would do the afternoon one, and then one of us might have to take another turn and to do the late nappy one, which would probably be the person who did it first. But these are things that you can allocate between each other anyway. But
Okay.
usually it's supposed to be taken with turns.
Okay. Well, why don't you just have one person one day, another person another day, another person another day?
Because it gets a bit repetitive, and not everyone wants to just change nappies every day. There's a lot of other tasks and activities that need to be done.
Okay.
So it's always a good idea to, speak with your colleagues and work out who's doing what, so it's fair.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to give you both an opportunity now to do another nappy change. So, and I'll provide, well, what you need is here, so just double check that you've got everything. And then one of you can come on this side, one of you can stay on that side. And then away we go.
Okay.
Let's do it. Five.
Come on, Ralphie. Let's
I
go.
wash my hands.
Let's go. Time for a nappy change.
Ready, Joshua? Wash my hands.
But Alan, you've left the child unattended.
I'm looking at the child.
Do you want to start again, Alan?
Yes.
See? Now we can
Wash my hands.
Oh, you don't have to.
Hello, Ralphie. It's time for a nappy change.
Oh, I think it's just a nappy change. Oh, got a little bit of me, you know. Okay, we'll get that nappy bag. What? Nappy bag, you want to feel it? You want to feel it? What? Wow, over here, look, the nappy bag over here. A little wee, top to bottom. Clean it. Oh, nothing much. Oh, drop the nappy. Oh, I forgot to put PPE.
Open up the nappy bag. Put the PPE on.
Ensure the child is
Yeah.
always supervised.
Always
Oh,
locks
always
eyes.
eyes on. Oh,
We don't want anything happening to the child.
don't fill it up.
So undo the bag. Undo the nappy. Grab.
Just clean up the nappy sweats. Oh, no rush. That's beautiful. Good job.
Get the
Job
legs
done.
up.
Put it over here.
Top down.
Close
Put
it.
it in the bin. Grab the nappy. Roll it up.
What's that? Fight
Put it in the bin.
Oh, stinky.
Wipe everywhere around.
Snap it underneath. Whop.
Grab one more nappy.
One side, stick not too tight. Other side, stick not too tight. 4 fingers. Fluff it out a little bit. Good job. Ready. Put that pants on. You wear the pants, Joshua. Good job. To change gloves. I was a little wee, you didn't have to. We can put you back. Here you go, you can go to Aleph. The ratio
Pants
is
back
good. Now,
Hands, Alan.
Yeah, just did put the pants back on.
Hi.
cupboard, open it like this. And then you pass it to your partner. Close the cupboard.
Open the cupboard.
Wipe it. Bin. Wash your hands. Drop it.
Spray. Wipe. Clean. Put it back in the cupboard. Lock the cupboard. Go wash your hands. And that is it.
Well done. Have a seat, gentlemen. Alrighty. How was that?
Beautiful. Easy.
Easy. Do you feel a little bit more comfortable now?
Yeah.
Understanding the expectation?
I feel like you just need to repeat it quite a fair bit for it to get really on track.
Yes. It's not something that is automatic.
Like the first couple of times will be like slower and harder,
Yes.
whereas after like 20-30 nappies, you would get more of a habit of it.
That's correct. So obviously there's always going to be a policy and procedure document
Yes.
That's on the wall near the change station. So if you do forget, you can refer to that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's not there for some reason, notify the room leader or someone from the office to print you one and put it there. But anyone that's been working there for a long period of time will know these things off by heart, so you can ask them anyway.
Okay.
Do you have any questions or anything you want to state to that?
Here is your reminder.
All right, no worries. So just to recap on our session today, we practiced doing a nappy change.
Alan, here is your reminder. Take my tablets. Just let me know you're done with the reminder.
We did a nappy change procedure as per service policy and procedures. So I've emailed you both a copy of the feedback forms regarding this session.
Mm-hmm.
So please fill them out and send them back to me by the end of today. And also just to notify you, our next session will be about filling out an incident report.
Okay.
So that's a form notifying the parents and keeping a record at the service if a child experiences an incident.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anything that you'd like to add or
No.
query for this session?
It's all good.
Great. No worries. Well
Thank
done. Thank you.